Hello, I am Cindy Amazeli Ofuni, and I am excited to have you on this journey with me. You're welcome to the maiden edition of the Ed Innovator series. And this program is basically designed to ensure that our parents, teachers, and schools are equipped with the right tools to ensure that the right practices are being passed on to our children, right? The essence is to ensure that we are transforming education one step at a time through innovative teaching practices. And I would like to start with something I termed the law of 21st century learning. This basically states that the quality of innovative teaching practices is directly proportional to the outcome of students in a learning environment. And this basically means that whatever you give is what the children would also give back to you. Now, this law is dependent on some certain conditions. And one of these conditions is that the school system must be right. By school system, we mean the culture, we mean the leadership, we mean the processes. We also mean another condition is the innovative teaching practices. And this means, of course, the redesigning of learning activities. And then we have three, the future-ready skill sets of our children. So what skills are we imbibing and inculcating in our children? So these are some of the conditions that must be met to ensure that, yes, the quality of innovative teaching practices is directly proportional to the outcome of students in a learning environment. Now, yesterday evening I was at the washing machine doing my laundry, and my daughter walked up to me and said, "Okay, mom, PATN has gone off now. Why don't we have a TV that charges so that whenever light goes off, the battery simply takes over, and so we can keep charging the battery?" Now, it shows that our children are thinking, right? Good. Now, how are we on our own as parents, educators, or as teachers ensuring that we are equipping our children and harnessing the skills that they have? Some of the things that I could have said was, okay, it's a good one. How do you think a battery will work in a TV? What are the components that make up a TV? What voltage will be right to charge the TV? Or what current, rather, will be right to charge the TV? What voltage should go into a TV? These are some of the things we could say, apply the inquiry-based learning approach, or project-based learning approach, or problem-based learning approach to ensure that our children are harnessing those skills that will position them for excellence in this knowledge-based world. So it's a very, very critical aspect that we'll be looking at, and I'm glad to share this with you. Now, I want you to know that students need advanced skills to position them in this complex world, in this knowledge-based world of today. They need these skills to advance them and to prepare them for the future and for today. The COVID-19 came upon us suddenly, and it requires that it tells us that we are in a world that is rapidly changing, and we must create people that are problem solvers and that are critical thinkers, that are collaborators in learning, that can communicate effectively and that can create easily. And we need to ensure that we as educators are well equipped to put our children in the limelight for change and for good change. Alright, so now the 21st century learning model is what I bring to you. Today I would just be doing a basic introduction of what the 21st century learning model is about, but it's definitely based on the research methodology of the 21st century curriculum, and this curriculum is based on 6 rubrics. I would like to also let you know that this curriculum is actually designed and developed by the Innovative and Teaching Learning Research Project, which designed the 6 rubrics based on international standards. Yes, the 6 rubrics are basically poised to ensure that we have a code learning based approach to learning, which is built to stimulate the learning process of our children and also catalyze the innovative teaching practices of schools. And I would like to let you know that the 6 rubrics are beautifully designed. These 6 rubrics involve collaboration, they involve knowledge instruction, they involve skilled communication. It's one thing to be able to communicate, but it's another thing to be able to communicate skillfully. And then we also have problem solving and innovation. We have the use of ICT for learning, and then self-regulation. So I have a few reflective questions. What body developed the 21st century learning model? Okay. Number 2, 21st century learning skills. How would you describe them? Number 3, is it only technology as a tool that can be used to inculcate 21st century learning skills? I hope you answered them correctly. Alright, so in the next episode, we'll be looking at the learning environments that should be used to ensure the 21st century skills can thrive in our children. And I'd like to know that you would be there. So see you next week Saturday, and thank you for joining us. Bye.